What's going on, guys? The Mr. Blue here, and I'm showing you some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. And I have one question to ask you. Did any of you guys see that video or saw Tupac perform live at Coachella? Which he wasn't. He wasn't really there. Actually, matter of fact, people think it was a hologram. And I was realistic looking of that moonwalking hologram of his. It was a great performance, and I got the chills running through my body when I saw it. But then I was going on Google, and I saw this big-ass topic come up, and it said Tupac's hologram wasn't actually a hologram. Oh, Tupac, you duped us once again. It turns out that the squealing hologram burning its way across Coachella and the entire internet was an actual hologram at all. Just a reflection using a 19th century magician's trick. For those who thought the immediately chiseled rendition of Tupac was based on some sort of old footage, more disappointment. Rolling Stone reports the rapper was a CGI. But at least it was a good expensive CGI. Damn, created by Hollywood special effects studio Digital Domain. Hollywood spending millions and thousands of millions of dollars on this stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but they got so much money. And Digital Domain, they worked on films such as The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Tron, and X-Men First Class. The total price, actually, instead of like talking about thousands and millions, it was somewhere between $100,000 and $400,000, and it did really pay off. It really did. Other than that weird super abs, occasional unintentional moonwalking, he's like sliding across the stage, and the performance's finale where Tupac vanishes in a burst of light. The whole thing was plenty realistic with all the weed and ecstasy throbbing through Coachella. There were probably a good number of fans who actually thought they were witnessing a reincarnation. So, the firm behind the display actually project Pac on stage. It calls him a hologram, but hologram he is not. It's a fancy reflection technique called Pepper's Ghost, named after a mid-19th century optics researcher, John Pepper. Yeah, John Pepper. That's his name. Funny name, but it's actually kind of funny. But I like it. It's a funny, actually kind of funny name. Huh? Yeah, that makes sense. But I like it. So it's some 19th century. The trick is based on the fact that glass is both transparent and reflective, meaning it's possible with the right angles to bounce a picture off of that appears to be floating in air. But it's not. It's just stuck on an expensive freaking screen. Tupac, he's totally 2D. It's an impressive show when done on a Coachella scale, but it's not Princess Leia action. This might explain why AV Concepts and Dr. Dre's manager both refused to speak about the tech behind Tupac's exhumation until after this weekend's Coachella performances, where presumably more holograms will be trotted out. Fingers crossed for George Harrison and a Big L Hollow mashup. I can't wait to see that. Don't you just all the technology they have, but honestly, if you haven't watched the video, you literally have to go watch it. The song that he performs is Hail Mary. Now, this was an amazing performance. Snoop Dogg was right beside him. I heard Dr. Dre's voice, but I didn't see him in the entire video at all. Now they plan on expanding it, meaning they're gonna probably do live concerts of this digital hologram of Tupac. I wish I was there to see it. I really did. I'm actually, I don't know if they're doing it again, but I know there's a Coachella, all the way in Palm Springs, in California. So, but I think it's expensive. It's pretty cool. I want to go there. I want to see that Tupac's I should say deceased performance on there because it was just amazing. Now, well, what I think they did is, you can totally tell that's animated, but you know how they create like video games and they have that black suit on with those little white things, spheres I should say, on them, and they start moving around. I think that's how they did it, but that whole vanishing concept, when he just stood there and just vanished, was just a picture. Now, if you don't know how Pepper's ghost works, what is you got, let's say you have an L-shaped room, all right, an L-shaped room, right? What you want to do is you place a glass like right between that quarter that makes it go up or sideways. So when you make it go up or sideways and you place it right between, you want to have light on the empty side, and then you want to have complete darkness where you are. So let's say you're right here in the darkness, right in front of the glass, and then you create like a little scene on the light on the other side of the glass. And once you close it, or once you shut everything off, you will appear on the other side of the glass. That's how Pepper's ghost works. You appear on the other side of the glass, and you can make yourself disappear or see-through, transparent. Now that's how most like Disney movies and all that stuff. That's how they do it. And it's actually a pretty cool concept to try. So you might wanna try it out if you can. It's probably gonna be expensive, or you don't have to do it humanly. You could get like a nice shoebox and get like a short piece of glass, cheap, for like $1, maybe more, and do it yourself and create a little scene. That'd be a pretty cool high school project to show Pepper's ghost. So you know, if your teacher asks you, "Hey, where'd you get this concept?" and you say, "I got the concept from the Tupac's Coachella performance," because they used Pepper's ghost. Now, the guy who created it, his name is John Henry Pepper. That's just hilarious, really. I really like that name. I really do. Also, I want to talk about is LeBron James. Now, so far, he's what? I think he's number 2 now for MVP race, because he's literally less than a point away from getting passing Kevin Durant. He's only 0.7 points away. When I mean 0.7, that means because he's averaging 27.1 points per game, but Kevin Durant's averaging 27.8. And against the New Jersey Nets, it was looking like a loss. I was actually kind of disappointed, right? But then, like at the last 5 minutes, LeBron James just unleashed his rage and just scored 17 straight points in less than 5 minutes. You know, it was just an amazing, and that's what I truly believe. LeBron James is the best player in the league. You could disagree with me all you want, but no one's gonna ever change my mind. I think he's the best player in the entire league. You know, haters are gonna hate, but this guy is a nice dude who gives away shoes and to little kids at his home court. And this dude is a nice dude. He never trash talks. He's always giving advice to the other teammates. And even when he loses, he still handshakes the other team. He's a good sportsmanship. He's a good defensive player. So haters gonna hate. You could say he has no rings, but you need a team to win a ring and teammate chemistry, guys. That's all I'm gonna say to end this conversation, guys. LeBron James, best. This is the Mr. Blue Peoples, and I'm out. Hope you have a nice day, have a nice night, and whenever you're watching this, and peace.